Welcome to your detailed Virgo daily horoscope for June 17, 2025. Today brings a fascinating cosmic arrangement that significantly impacts your sign's energy. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine with Saturn in your productivity sector, this Tuesday offers potential for substantial progress in structured endeavors. Let's dive deeply into what the stars have aligned for you today, dear Virgo. The overall energy today carries a grounding, stabilizing quality that naturally resonates with your earth sign sensibilities. As the moon travels through practical Capricorn, forming a harmonious aspect to your sun sign, you'll likely feel more centered and capable than you have in recent weeks. This positioning creates a fertile ground for the meticulous planning and detailed execution that you excel at. There's a sense of cosmic permission to fully embrace your natural methodical tendencies without feeling the need to rush or compromise on quality. In your career sphere, today presents notable opportunities for recognition. With Mercury in your 10th house of public reputation, your communication skills and analytical abilities are highlighted in professional settings. Colleagues and superiors are more likely to notice your contributions, especially those involving problem-solving or improving systems. If you've been working on a project requiring precision and attention to detail, today offers ideal conditions to showcase your results. For Virgos in leadership positions, your ability to clearly articulate expectations and provide constructive feedback will be particularly effective. Consider scheduling important presentations or meetings for today, as your capacity to convey complex information in accessible ways is enhanced. Your financial landscape appears stable, but not without potential for growth. Venus in your resource sector suggests possible unexpected gains, perhaps from a past investment or work effort finally bearing fruit. However, this isn't a day for impulsive financial decisions. The Saturn influence encourages methodical approaches to money management. Reviewing your budget, adjusting financial plans, or consulting with financial advisors would be well-supported activities. Some Virgos may receive news about a delayed payment or reimbursement finally coming through. Regarding relationships, the day carries nuanced energies. For partnered Virgos, there's a beautiful opportunity for deepening understanding through meaningful conversation. The Mercury-Saturn trine supports discussions about future plans, responsibilities, and shared goals. This isn't necessarily a wildly romantic day, but rather one where practical expressions of love helping with tasks, solving problems together, or making plans for your future feel especially satisfying. Single Virgos might find themselves attracted to individuals who demonstrate competence, reliability, and intelligence. A workplace connection could develop interesting dimensions, though professional boundaries remain important to maintain. Your health and well-being sector receives beneficial aspects today, with the Capricorn moon supporting disciplined approaches to self-care. This is an excellent day to establish or recommit to health routines that require consistency and precision. Digestive health, always an area of focus for Virgos, benefits from particular attention now. Consider scheduling any needed checkups or health assessments, as your ability to clearly communicate symptoms or concerns is enhanced. Mental health also benefits from organizational activities that give you a sense of control and accomplishment. Creating order in your physical environment will translate to greater mental clarity. Intellectually, this is a standout day. Your analytical abilities are operating at peak capacity, making this an ideal time for research, study, or problem-solving that requires attention to detail. If you've been struggling with a complex issue, today's energy supports methodical approaches that break big challenges into manageable components. Students will find retention and comprehension enhanced, while Virgos in teaching or mentoring roles will communicate with exceptional clarity. Consider dedicating time to that intellectual project you've been postponing. Progress made today will establish a solid foundation. Your home and family sector receives stabilizing energy today. Domestic matters that have been sources of stress may suddenly seem more manageable as your problem-solving abilities are heightened. This is an excellent day for addressing household organization projects or having family discussions about responsibilities and expectations. Some Virgos might receive news about a family member that brings closure to a lingering concern. Property matters are also well aspected, making this a favorable day for addressing housing issues, repairs, or renovations. Creatively, you may find yourself drawn to projects requiring precision and attention to detail rather than free-flowing artistic expression. Crafts, technical writing, editing, or detailed artistic work would align well with today's energies. Your ability to notice and correct minor flaws is particularly strong, making this an excellent day for refining and perfecting creative projects rather than starting new ones. Some Virgos may receive recognition for past creative efforts, particularly those demonstrating technical excellence. Socially, quality takes precedence over quantity today. You're likely to prefer meaningful one-on-one interactions over large gatherings. Conversations that explore ideas in depth or solve practical problems will feel most satisfying. Your advice to friends will be particularly insightful and well-received today, though be mindful of the thin line between helpful suggestions and criticism. A friendship that has weathered recent challenges may enter a phase of deeper understanding and appreciation. Spiritually, today's energy supports practices that bring order to inner life. Meditation techniques involving visualization of specific outcomes or systematic breathing patterns may be especially effective. Journaling with an emphasis on tracking patterns in thoughts and emotions could yield valuable insights. This is less about mystical experiences and more about developing greater awareness of how your mind functions and influences your daily experience. Your challenge today involves balancing your heightened critical faculties with compassion both for yourself and others. With your analytical abilities enhanced, you might easily spot flaws and inefficiencies everywhere you look. While this can be productive when applied to systems and projects, it can create tension in human interactions. Practice conscious kindness alongside your naturally discerning eye. The most productive use of today's energy would be addressing complex problems that have resisted previous solution attempts. Your ability to notice overlooked details, combined with enhanced patience, creates ideal conditions for untangling complicated situations. Administrative tasks, organizing digital or physical files, planning future projects, and editing written communications are all highly favored. Looking at specific timing, the morning hours offer your clearest thinking, making this the optimal time for tasks requiring precision and analysis. The afternoon supports collaborative efforts, while evening hours bring a more reflective quality, ideal for reviewing the day's accomplishments and making adjustments to tomorrow's plans. For Virgos feeling a bit stuck in life patterns, today offers a glimpse of how your characteristic traits attention to detail, analytical ability, and practicality can be channeled toward meaningful progress rather than perfectionist paralysis. The difference lies in applying your discernment toward constructive ends rather than self-criticism. As we conclude this detailed forecast, remember that your Virgo capacity for improvement and refinement is a gift when wielded with compassion. Today's stars support your natural tendencies while encouraging their highest expression. Embrace your analytical mind, apply your practical wisdom, and watch as seemingly intractable problems yield to your patient attention. Your ability to bring order from chaos is your superpower today. Dear Virgo, use it wisely. On June 17, 2025, Virgo experiences a particularly significant celestial alignment. Mercury, your ruling planet, has moved into Cáncer, creating a sensitive communication field in your sector of social connections and future aspirations. This positioning encourages you to express your deepest feelings about your long-term goals with those who share your vision. Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in Pisces, heightening your intuitive capabilities and making this an excellent day for creative visualization techniques related to your professional path. The subtle nudges you receive today should not be dismissed as mere coincidence. They're cosmic breadcrumbs guiding you toward your true purpose. The sun continues its journey through Gemini in your career sector, placing a spotlight on your professional image and public reputation. With just a few days left before the summer solstice, there's an accelerated energy pushing you to complete outstanding projects before the sun shifts into Cancer. Venus positions itself in Leo, illuminating your 12th house of the subconscious. This placement reveals hidden emotional patterns that might be affecting your approach to material security and self-worth. Pay attention to dreams and sudden insights today, as they contain valuable information about releasing old attachments. Mars in Taurus creates a powerful angle to your sun sign, providing steady, determined energy for educational pursuits and philosophical exploration. This is an excellent day to commit to learning something that expands your worldview. Jupiter, continuing its journey through Gemini, forms a challenging square to Saturn in Pisces, creating tension between career ambitions and partnership obligations. This aspect asks you to find balance between professional advancement and interpersonal commitments, a theme that will dominate much of your 2025 experience. Saturn's retrograde motion in Pisces brings a serious tone to your one-on-one relationships, requiring patience and structured communication with close partners. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, forms an intellectually stimulating sextile to your sun sign, triggering profound transformations in how you express creativity and joy. This slow-moving transit encourages you to shed outdated modes of self-expression that no longer serve your authentic self. Uranus in Taurus continues its revolutionary influence in your 9th house of expansion and higher learning, potentially bringing unexpected opportunities to travel or study subjects that dramatically alter your perspective. The North Node in Aries activates your 8th house of shared resources, pushing you toward greater financial interdependence and emotional vulnerability with others. Today's moon in Scorpio intensifies your communication sector, deepening conversations and making this an ideal day for important discussions about sensitive matters. This lunar energy harmonizes with Neptune, creating a brief window where others are more receptive to your typically practical insights delivered with unusual emotional depth. Chiron in Aries forms a subtle but important aspect to your natal Mercury, helping you heal communication patterns stemming from early educational experiences. The asteroid Pallas, Athena in Libra, opposes your sign, highlighting the wisdom of seeking balanced perspectives before making important decisions today. Ceres in Cancer nurtures your social connections, making group activities particularly fulfilling and emotionally nourishing. The overall planetary configuration today creates a productive tension between your practical nature and the need for emotional expression, a polarity that, when properly integrated, leads to your greatest contributions. This is a day to observe how planetary energies manifest in your immediate environment, particularly noting how your analytical abilities can be enhanced rather than diminished by emotional awareness. As the cosmic energy shifts on June 17, 2025, Virgos find themselves at a powerful communication crossroads. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms an insightful trine with Saturn in Pisces, creating a remarkable balance between practical expression and emotional depth. This alignment opens channels for more structured and meaningful conversations, especially in professional settings where your natural analytical abilities shine brightest. The day's energy supports technical discussions, problem-solving dialogues, and precise articulation of complex ideas. Your words carry additional weight today, Virgo, so choose them with your characteristic precision. The third house activation brings opportunities to connect with siblings, neighbors, or close colleagues in ways that strengthen bonds through intellectual exchange. Written communication particularly benefits from this planetary alignment. Your emails, messages, and documents possess exceptional clarity and persuasiveness. There's a notable improvement in how others receive your ideas, too. People seem more receptive to your perspective, finding comfort in your methodical approach to expression. The morning hours feature Mercury connecting with the North Node, suggesting conversations may lead to fateful connections or professional advancements. Pay attention to chance meetings or unexpected messages. They contain seeds for future growth. A challenging square between the Moon and Neptune in the afternoon may temporarily cloud judgment in emotional conversations, requiring extra vigilance against miscommunications. When discussing sensitive topics, be particularly mindful of potential misinterpretations. Your normally precise communication style needs reinforcement against Neptune's foggy influence. This aspect does, however, enhance creative expression, making this an excellent day for writing, artistic pursuits, or brainstorming innovative solutions. Jupiter's position amplifies your ability to teach and mentor others through clear, well-structured guidance. If you've been meaning to share knowledge or expertise, today's energy strongly supports educational exchanges where your analytical gifts truly benefit others. A Virgo's natural tendency toward perfectionism in communication receives cosmic balance today. You'll find it easier to express yourself without excessive self-editing. This temporary relief from your inner critic allows for more authentic connections, especially with those who appreciate your attention to detail and thoughtful analysis. For partnered Virgos, evening conversations with significant others benefit from Venus's harmonious aspect, creating space for both intellectual and emotional connection. Single Virgos may find meaningful exchanges in unexpected places, particularly digital platforms or community gatherings where ideas are freely shared. The day closes with Mercury preparing to change signs, suggesting that this particular communication style and ease is transitional, making it important to capitalize on today's expressive clarity while it remains strong. Document important insights, send crucial messages, and initiate significant conversations before this beneficial alignment shifts in the coming days. As June 17th unfolds for Virgo, the financial landscape shows remarkable potential with Mercury forming a beneficial trine aspect to Jupiter in your 8th house of shared resources and investments. This cosmic alignment creates an exceptional day for financial planning and strategic monetary decisions. Your ruling planet Mercury is enhancing your analytical abilities, allowing you to spot opportunities others might miss, particularly in investment areas that require meticulous research and data analysis. The numbers are speaking to you today. Listen carefully. Venus, positioned in your career sector, forms a supportive aspect with Saturn, suggesting that financial opportunities may arise through professional connections or workplace achievements. A superior or mentor figure could provide valuable financial advice or present an opportunity that has long-term income potential. This isn't about quick gains, but rather establishing financial security through disciplined approaches and proven methods. The Moon's position in your 2nd house of personal finances amplifies your intuition regarding money matters today. You may experience strong hunches about when to make a move financially. These intuitive nudges deserve your attention as they're cosmically enhanced. Your practical nature is being cosmically supported, making this an ideal day to review your budget, adjust investment portfolios, or consider new income streams that align with your natural talents. Jupiter's influence is particularly noteworthy as it expands possibilities in collaborative financial ventures. Joint business opportunities, profit-sharing arrangements, or pooling resources with trusted partners show significant promise. If you've been contemplating starting a side business or investment group, today's energy strongly favors taking initial steps or formalizing agreements. The key is finding partners whose strengths complement your analytical precision. Neptune's subtle influence cautions against making financial decisions based on emotional factors rather than facts. While your intuition is strong, ensure all financial choices are grounded in concrete information and verifiable data. Be particularly careful with digital currencies or investment schemes that promise unrealistic returns. Your natural skepticism is your ally today. Pluto's transformative energy activates your 5th house, suggesting that creative endeavors could unexpectedly become profitable. If you've been developing a skill or hobby that others find valuable, consider ways to monetize this talent. The universe is supporting creative risk-taking that's balanced with your inherent practicality. Mars energizes your communication sector, enhancing your ability to negotiate financial matters and advocate for your worth. If you've been considering requesting a raise, renegotiating terms with clients, or pitching a profitable idea, today's cosmic energy supports assertive yet thoughtful financial conversations. Your persuasive abilities are particularly strong, especially when you communicate with authenticity and back your requests with solid evidence. The Sun in Gemini illuminates your 10th house of career and public recognition, creating visibility that could attract financial opportunities. Your work may receive attention from decision-makers who control resources or budgets. Stay alert to professional situations that could evolve into monetary advantages. A casual conversation with someone in authority could unexpectedly open financial doors. Uranus continues its long transit through your 9th house, potentially bringing surprising financial opportunities through international connections, higher education, or publishing ventures. Consider how your specialized knowledge might create income streams beyond your local environment. Knowledge-sharing platforms, online courses, or consultation services for distant clients could become unexpectedly lucrative. Saturn's disciplined influence reminds you that financial security comes through consistent effort rather than luck. Today's energy supports creating systems that automate savings or investments. Setting up recurring transfers to investment accounts or retirement funds will leverage this favorable cosmic alignment for long-term financial benefit. For Virgos working in financial sectors, your analytical capabilities are particularly enhanced today. You may identify patterns or opportunities that colleagues overlook. Trust your meticulousness, it's your superpower in monetary matters today. Those in other fields might benefit from applying Virgo's legendary attention to detail to their personal finances, potentially discovering overlooked tax deductions, unnecessary subscription services, or better interest rates. The day's final aspect between the Moon and Mercury suggests that emotional satisfaction and financial security are intertwined for you now. Making choices that support both material stability and peace of mind will yield the best results. Remember that your natural tendency toward prudence serves you well, but calculated risks taken today have cosmic support. Balance caution with calculated action for optimal financial outcomes as June 17th concludes. Virgos, on June 17, 2025, your fortunate areas shine with exceptional potential as the cosmic alignments create a particularly auspicious day for your sign. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your 9th house of higher learning and expansion, intellectual pursuits will prove especially fruitful. This is a prime day for academic endeavors, publishing opportunities, and connecting with mentors who can guide your personal growth journey. The universe seems particularly supportive of your quest for knowledge and wisdom today. The Moon in Taurus activates your sector of career and public recognition, bringing favorable attention from authority figures and potentially opening doors to advancement. Those working in healthcare, analytics, research, or service-oriented professions will find particularly smooth sailing. Communication flows effortlessly today, making it an excellent time for important presentations, interviews, or negotiations, especially those requiring precision and attention to detail, your natural strengths. Financial opportunities appear in unexpected places, particularly through collaborative projects or partnerships. Pay special attention to conversations around shared resources, as they may contain hidden gems of opportunity. Your analytical abilities are heightened, allowing you to see solutions others might miss. Physical environments that bring you fortune today include libraries, educational institutions, outdoor spaces with natural healing elements, and organized workspaces where your precision can shine. Color-wise, earthy greens and soft blues carry fortunate energy for you today. The number 4 appears as your lucky number, suggesting stability and foundation building as keys to your success. Personal connections with Taurus, Cáncer, and Capricorn individuals prove particularly beneficial, as they're positioned to offer practical support or insightful advice that aligns perfectly with your current needs. Your health sees fortunate developments today, especially if you've been implementing systematic improvements to your wellness routines. The stars support healing modalities that combine both practical physical approaches and mindful practices. Your analytical nature serves you exceptionally well today in problem-solving situations, particularly those requiring careful assessment and methodical thinking. Trust your intuition when it comes to organizing your schedule. Your internal timing is especially attuned to productive rhythms. In terms of personal growth, opportunities for self-improvement arrive through structured learning experiences that allow you to master new skills systematically. Service-oriented activities bring unexpected rewards, particularly those where your attention to detail makes a meaningful difference in others' lives. Areas of your home associated with study, health, and organization carry fortunate energy. Refreshing these spaces could help you capitalize on today's auspicious vibrations. The afternoon hours, 2 to 5 p.m., appear especially favorable for important initiatives or decisions that require precision and clear thinking. In relationships, fortune comes through authentic expressions of care. Showing up for others in practical, helpful ways strengthens bonds and creates reciprocal support systems that will benefit you in the future. To maximize today's fortunate energies, approach tasks with methodical patience rather than rushing. The universe rewards thoroughness over speed today. Craft a careful plan for your most important objectives, and trust that your meticulous approach will yield significant dividends. Remember that your greatest fortune today comes through embracing your natural Virgoan gifts of analysis, discernment, and practical problem-solving. These qualities are precisely what the universe is reinforcing and rewarding now. The cosmos positions itself in fascinating alignment for your social world today, Virgo. With Mercury forming a harmonious trine to Jupiter, your natural communication abilities are enhanced, making this an excellent day for meaningful conversations and intellectual exchanges. You'll find yourself naturally drawing people toward you who appreciate your analytical mind and attention to detail. The lunar position in Libra activates your house of values and resources, suggesting that connections made today could later prove valuable beyond just emotional fulfillment. There's a special resonance between what you offer and what others are seeking. Venus in Cáncer is activating your 11th house of friendships and social networks, bringing a nurturing quality to your interactions. You might feel more protective of your inner circle, or find yourself taking on a caretaking role within your friend groups. This is actually well received, as people appreciate your genuine concern for their well-being. There's a subtle aspect between Saturn and your ruling planet Mercury that asks you to be mindful of maintaining appropriate boundaries. Your helpfulness is a gift, but ensure you're not overextending yourself to please others. A fascinating Uranus influence suggests an unexpected encounter could introduce you to someone who challenges your perspectives in productive ways. This person might initially seem opposite to your methodical nature, but could become an important ally. Work colleagues may seek your input today, as Mars energizes your 6th house of daily work and service. Your practical insights will be particularly valued in group settings. If you've been feeling disconnected from certain social circles, today offers an opportunity to bridge gaps through thoughtful, measured communication. Pay attention to subtle social cues around midday when the moon forms a square to Pluto, revealing undercurrents in group dynamics that others might miss. Your natural perceptiveness gives you an advantage in navigating complex interpersonal situations. For paired Virgos, this is an excellent day to introduce your partner to friends or colleagues, as the stars favor blending different areas of your social life. Single Virgos may find that friendship could blossom into something more if you're open to seeing familiar faces in new ways. Community activities bring unexpected joy today. Consider accepting invitations that involve group participation or collective problem solving. Your analytical abilities shine in collaborative environments now. Digital connections also receive favorable aspects, making this an excellent day for meaningful online interactions or reconnecting with distant friends. Trust your instincts about which social invitations to accept and which to politely decline. Your intuition about energy preservation is particularly strong today. The evening hours bring a special opportunity for heart-to-heart conversations that deepen trust and understanding in your closest relationships. This is a day to appreciate how your gift for discernment allows you to cultivate quality connections rather than quantity. June 17, 2025, presents Virgo with a uniquely balanced cosmic energy as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Saturn, while the moon transits through your 8th house of transformation. This creates an ideal atmosphere for both critical thinking and emotional depth work. Your analytical abilities are heightened today, but there's a risk of overthinking or becoming too perfectionistic about outcomes. The planetary alignment suggests that your most successful approach will involve structured flexibility, having clear plans, but allowing space for intuitive adjustments. Start your morning with a detailed list of priorities, but consciously include time blocks for unexpected developments. This Saturn influence rewards disciplined efforts, especially those related to financial planning or shared resources. However, the Mercury position cautions against excessive criticism, particularly self-criticism, which could undermine your confidence if left unchecked. Communication requires special attention today. With Venus forming a challenging aspect to your ruling planet Mercury, conversations with close partners or colleagues might feel slightly misaligned. Practice active listening techniques and confirm understanding rather than assuming others perceive situations exactly as you do. This is especially important in professional settings where precision matters deeply to you. Your natural attention to detail serves you well when directed toward constructive outcomes rather than finding flaws. Health-wise, your body is signaling a need for balance between mental and physical activity. The current planetary positions suggest that stress might manifest in your digestive system, Virgo's traditional area of vulnerability. Incorporate mindfulness practices, specifically during meals, and consider gentle movement that connects body and mind like Tai Chi or structured yoga, rather than high-intensity workouts today. The Earth trine forming in the background supports practical innovations, particularly those that improve efficiency in your daily routines. This is an excellent day to refine systems that have become cumbersome or outdated. Your ability to identify improvements is heightened, though implementation may require patience as Saturn's influence suggests lasting change requires time. In relationships, authenticity trumps perfection today. The lunar position illuminates deep emotional patterns, potentially triggering insecurities about being enough as you are. Practice vulnerability with trusted individuals rather than projecting an image of flawless competence. This cosmic arrangement supports profound connection when you share not just your strengths, but also your uncertainties. For single Virgos, an unexpected conversation could spark interest with someone who appreciates your analytical mind, but helps you access your intuitive wisdom as well. Creatively, today's energy supports methodical approaches to artistic endeavors. The Mercury-Saturn trine enhances your ability to bring structure to abstract concepts. If you've been considering starting a project that requires both precision and imagination, the cosmic conditions are supportive, particularly in the afternoon hours when lunar energy softens rigid thinking. Financially, exercise caution with spontaneous purchases. The 8th house lunar transit heightens emotional responses to material matters, potentially clouding logical assessment. Major financial decisions are best delayed until tomorrow, when your characteristic discernment returns more strongly. For essential purchases, implement a waiting period of at least an hour between impulse and action. Your most productive hours today will likely be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when Mercury's influence is strongest. Schedule your most demanding analytical tasks during this window. Reserve the evening for integration activities that help process the day's information. Journaling, gentle conversation, or organizing your thoughts for tomorrow will help prevent mental exhaustion. This particular day in your astrological cycle supports stepping back from perfectionism while still honoring your natural gifts for improvement and refinement. Success comes not from flawless execution, but from meaningful progress aligned with your authentic priorities. Trust that your innate wisdom knows the difference between helpful analysis and self-limiting criticism. Welcome to your detailed Virgo daily horoscope for June 17, 2025. Today brings a fascinating cosmic arrangement